Aloha! I'm the Canadian cooking in the USA, eh? And before the Stanley Cup playoffs officially begin, which is really soon, I thought it might be kind of neat to make some popcorn with Hawaiian seasonings. How about something to fill your cup, or perhaps a bowl? And then again, because I think a lot, maybe I'll just put some popcorn in mine, set this by the couch, and watch TV and refill the bowl as the party gets going. Yes, so Hawaii, getting back to Hawaii, there's some beautiful seasonings you can get at the ABC gift shop there. And one of them is a set of 3 seasonings that I'm going to be making today and show you. Whoops, almost dropped it. They're Alaea salts, and they come in a set of 3. And you can see I've used quite a bit of them already. There's a grilling spice, the 100% Alaea salt, and herb spices. I have made seasoned popcorn using all 3. And I'd like to show you how I made that. And maybe you can make something like this too. Okay, so to make perfect popcorn every time, you should always pop it as directed. And measure enough oil in the bottom of your pot. I like using this, and I know its predictableness. So find a pot that you're comfortable with using and make it at least deep enough that the pot has somewhere to go, and a nice lid that tightly fits. It's a good idea to keep that in mind. Really simple. I prefer using coconut oil in keeping my theme, but overall I do prefer a coconut oil because it leaves no aftertaste. It's very light and it's relatively easy to work with. So again, you just put enough oil in your pot to cover the bottom and or at least the kernels. So for me, in the case of my pot, that takes about 2 and a bit tablespoons worth of coconut oil. Then simply next, you turn on your stove top to a medium setting. Let that melt in. I put a couple of kernels of popcorn in there. Once that starts to heat up and you get a pop happen, then I add the rest. Then I just give it a little shake, stir, and it's almost 100% all the kernels get used every time. So I'll just pop this batch up, and then I'll show you what I'm going to be using as seasonings. Now, those of you who've gone to Hawaii or Maui or the islands, aloha, shout out. It's so beautiful there. Well, one place we stopped at, we purchased this beautiful Alaea salt, and it came in a package of 3. You get herb spices. This one is grilling spices. And the third type is this most beautiful pink sea salt. It's 100% Alaea salt. So I'm going to be making a batch using these as popcorn seasonings. You'll see how fantastic these are, and I will give it a little taste as well. Let's see, this is getting going. I'll just pay attention. I should be doing that anyway. Any minute, that first one's going to pop. Can hear it. So as the Alaea salt is very coarse, I've taken some and I've just pulsed it quick through my little bullets. I'm going to add a small amount into the oil, add my popcorn once that first little kernel starts making that sound. Oh, we're there yet. Excellent. Here we go. Our popcorn's going to be ready soon. Bathe your popcorn. Just give it a little once over. Add some seasoning before they all go crazy. That's going to be so good. All right. There they start going. And just kind of jiffy pop, like, keep them slow moving. I'm just going to put it at the back of the thing. Now, while it's hot, I'm going to microwave a tiny little bit of butter and drizzle on it and put a bit more of the same seasoning on it and put it in a bowl, just like that. So here's a little melted butter, real quick. I'll just drizzle a little on. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on. This is the coarse, or no, sorry. This is what was a little left over in the bullet. And just go like that. Beautiful. Here's an up-close picture of those beautiful Alaea salt seasonings from Hawaii. This is the herb spices that I just made. I'm going to go ahead and do this 3 times over with each of the other ones. Then we really have a party and make it like a Hawaiian party. And this is the grilling spice. I have put about a tablespoon into my bullet and I have blended it, not entirely up to a pulp, but there's spices and seasonings in here you don't want to pulverize altogether. So I'm timing this. As the seasonings also have little herbs in there, I don't want to add anything too soon because those are delicate. Those could actually overheat and burn a little. So I'm going to add these once the popcorn gets going. Starting to go now. See that? They're starting to go now. Smells good. There, we'll drizzle a little butter on there while it's still warm. Sear it nice. Add a little more seasoning. Give it a little stir. Now the burner's off. We'll just let it cool down a little bit before we put it in our bowl. Grilling spices, herb spices. They're all good. What are you popping? Oh, that's good. Until next time, do take care. Aloha and au revoir.